Hi, I'm Susie.
And I'm Randall.
And this is Before the Hangover.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Before the Hangover, the podcast where me and Susie talk about our crazy lives in these crazy times. In this episode, we're drinking a special drink called a Mexican Sunrise. Isn't that right, Susie?
That is right, Randall.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that intro.
I got my scary voice because we're going to be talking about scary things.
We love scary things.
I don't know if it's that scary anymore.
Super scary. Okay, so today we are drinking the Mexican Sunrise.
Yeah.
Are you going to talk like this the whole podcast?
No.
Please do, actually.
Okay.
This was recommended to us by Logan Mullins, 17. I probably butchered that, but...
Yeah, probably.
There we go.
Speaking of butchering.
Smooth. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
No, wait, we're still talking about Mexican
We're still
Sunrise.
talking about the Mexican Sunrise, but keep that segue.
Okay.
Because I like it. I'll butcher something else.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a Mexican Sunrise. I was looking up information about this, and really the only thing I can find was about the Tequila Sunrise. So let's talk about the Tequila Sunrise for a second.
There's no information on the Mexican Sunrise?
Genuinely, no. There's a movie called The Mexican Sunrise. Literally, the Mexican Sunrise is a Corona beer that you put tequila, grenadine, orange juice, and lime into. And that's basically a Tequila Sunrise. The Tequila Sunrise is all those things, but without the beer. Does that make sense? Basically you put a mini Tequila Sunrise into a beer, and that's a Mexican Sunrise. You following?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Tequila Sunrise started in the 1970s. That's when it was first created. Here's something interesting.
What?
In 1972, there was a private party that was organized by Bill Graham for the Rolling Stones. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is the drink that they had there, and this is how it became popular. Because Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones, they traveled America, and that's all they got was a Tequila Sunrise.
In America?
Yeah.
So when they went to America, all they got was...
That's how it became popular.
Oh, okay.
Tequila Sunrise.
I thought they only got Mexican Sunrises.
No.
I thought that was funny.
No. Tequila Sunrise. I genuinely could not find that much information on a Mexican Sunrise. I literally think someone just got a beer and put a Tequila Sunrise into it.
I feel like it's the greatest mystery that has not been solved.
But anyways, on their tour, they basically rechanged their tour name to Cocaine and Tequila Sunrise Tour. That's how much they drank these. And that's like when they became popular because of the Rolling Stones.
I love cocaine.
I know you do. That's why I thought you would love this fact.
That's a great story.
Thank you.
I actually love that story.
Are you back?
No. Yeah, I'm back.
You're back? Okay, cool.
I'm back with crack.
Anyways, Mexican Sunrise. I'm so sorry I just talked about Tequila Sunrise, but you get what you get. Thank you, Logan, for this recommendation.
She's already drunk. Again, she's already drunk.
Randall's drinking.
I'm drinking a Bermuda Sunrise. Bermuda Triangle Sunrise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's just water.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, we put some drinks in it. It disappeared. Mysteriously.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Well, cheers
to the Mexican Sunrise. Thanks, Logan.
I've had better.
Let me go off real quick.
Yeah, you got to go off.
So I was nervous making this because it's a beer, and then you pour hard liquor into it. And sometimes, I don't really like Corona. And then I was like, pouring tequila into this might not taste that great. And I'm sorry, but it is so pretty looking, and it tastes really good.
Yeah, and we all know that looks are everything.
Looks are everything.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's so pretty looking because of the grenadine, and then it tastes good because of the orange juice. It tastes like there's less alcohol than a normal beer, but there's more.
But there's
I
so much
added a
more.
whole shot of tequila. I don't know. I'm getting messed up this episode.
Wait, what? You messed up?
I will be messing up even
more.
more.
Messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we like.
What we like.
We like one of us to get hammered. Speaking of hammers, what are we talking about today?
Today this is a what's the thing? I'm admitting to this.
Fetish. No, wait. a dirty little secret.
This is
I don't
a
know.
dirty little secret.
Yeah, it's your dirty little secret.
So I love true crime.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And yeah, I love
You
listening
and-
to true crime episodes.
Yeah?
I wanted to make a true crime podcast, and I realized that's a lot of research.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot of research.
So we went, I went live and I asked people for their favorite true crime stories.
Oh my God. And what did you get?
We got some good ones.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want me to go into... Oh,
no,
go.
before we even get into that, why is it that every single girl in this generation is obsessed with true crime?
It's so true.
It's annoying.
I don't know why either, because if anything, we should not listen to those things because we're already afraid of everything.
Yeah, every single girl that I have ever talked to, ever, in this last 2 decades, goes, I actually love true crime.
I know, it's amazing.
Like, what?
I don't know what it is. And this is
Kind of creepy.
No, it is
Creeps me
creepy.
out.
And this is what's weird about me, and I know this. I can watch documentaries. I can see, like, them recreating these true crime things. I can listen to, like, extreme details about true crime, and I love it. And then I can go to bed the next day and not think about it. Then I watch, like, a scary movie, like Insidious or It, and I'm up for, like, months, and I'm like, why did I watch that one scary movie? I can't think. Because I'm, like, terrified. So it's weird that I can, like, listen and watch and read true crime, but I cannot watch a horror film.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like, you think true crime would be scarier because it's like, oh, this legit happened 20 years ago.
I don't do either of those things.
Fair.
Yeah, because I don't get
Am I torturing you this podcast then?
a little bit, but that's every podcast, and we just deal with it. No, I think it's very weird that a lot of people like to get scared or creeped out or learn gross stuff. Like, if I wanted to pee my pants, I would just go to school and get bullied. Now, like, what is the point of getting scared or listening to this grotesque stuff? How is that normal? But if I go and wear a Teletubby hat and I look crazy.
Randall.
Here, you want to know what's... Okay, you have this fear about me, I think, a little bit.
Okay.
As some things I say, I think you slightly believe that I could be a serial killer.
Randall, he scares me sometimes.
Yeah, here's what's scary.
He's brought this up multiple times, by the way.
No. Here's what's scary. Girls who just listen to murders and how murderers did it and how they got away while driving to work. Like, that's normal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have an hour? I'll just listen to how Ted Bundy used to bite women. That sounds nice and relaxing before I start my hard day. And you just, and your face, I know how you listen. Your face is just normal. Like, all this information is just normal. But it's not normal.
yeah, you just have a straight face.
That's not normal. But if I say that if I turn 40 years old and I'm not famous, I'm going to be a serial killer, now that's not normal.
Randall, that's not normal.
Don't you think that first off, that should interest you a lot?
Okay. Yeah, it should, I guess. Because I think that is why I like it. It's interesting to hear, like, who was the serial killer, why, their family history. I don't know. I feel like you just learn so much more than just sitting there and being scared.
Yeah, but why do you want to learn about these horrible people?
Because then you know who not to trust.
No, you don't. Because everybody who's usually around that guy goes, I could never see him doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like I said, if I was a serial killer, you would still hang out with me. You're still hanging out with me now. And even if I told you...
You promised me you wouldn't kill me.
Right. So you wouldn't know who to not look out for it, because serial killers usually don't kill people that they like.
Okay, but do you want to tell them, like, if you were a serial killer, how you would do it? You're passionate about this.
Well, yes and no, because it's a catch-22. Because if I admit that how I'm gonna do it, then I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
But if I keep it to myself, then people will never know.
Well, people around Tucson area might just start disappearing. They might suspect you.
Nope, because I'm not going to do it in Tucson.
Where are you going to do it?
Not going to tell you. What can I tell you?
But shouldn't a good serial killer have multiple...
Multiple what?
Multiple ideas?
Instagrams?
Yeah.
They should have a Finsta.
They should have a Finsta for sure for their serial killer things.
Well, first off, the reason why I want to do it is because we're just lacking in good serial killers nowadays. Because it's so hard to do it now.
Yeah.
Like in the 1970s and 80s was like this big time because it was a new thing and a lot of people were really into it and and the guys were hot and so people were like, oh yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, Ted Bundy.
Ted
F
Bundy.
me up.
Yeah, and so we're missing that because now we have surveillance and DNA and everyone is too closely watched. So we're missing that now.
Yeah.
And I would love to bring that back because, like you said, you could you could listen to these murders and you could hear all about them, but you can go to bed. You know why? Because you said it. Because it was 20 years ago. But imagine if that was happening now in your city.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it totally was like that back in the 1800s, like a serial killer on the loose, like in the city, like people going missing. That probably is still happening now.
No, there's no serial killers like Ted Bundy anymore or...
It's all just murders. Yeah. That's still just as scary, though.
Yeah, but they get murdered and then they're gone. Like, we catch them right away.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get away with several murders now.
Or like 70.
Yeah.
Having some of them, like... Didn't Ted Bundy say he's done over 100?
Yeah, but this is the other thing that I really like about serial killers.
They're narcissists?
No, just that they lie about the number.
Oh, they don't?
Because, like, they might have only done, like, 5. And then they're like, it could be upwards of 80. Like, why not?
Yeah, serial killers are like frat boys.
Yeah.
A whole other form.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, I've been with over 100.
Yeah, and the knife was 9 inches.
Okay. Chill,
yeah.
Ted.
Yeah, Ted.
Come on, Chad and Ted, calm down.
So anyways, talk about your creepy fetish with serial killers.
Well, I have one. Not with whoa.
Hold on. Almost admitted.
I was just admitted something. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just with true crime. I like true crime. I like reading about it. I like listening to podcast episodes about it.
Yeah, you're the sociopath. Okay.
I am the crazy one.
Yep.
Thank you. I don't know how to say his last name.
JP_Shafe. Yeah, Shafe. I would say Shafe.
Okay. So JP_Shafe recommended us talk about Ed Gein.
Yeah,
and
Eddie Gein.
Eddie Gein. Have you heard about him?
I didn't know that I had heard about him.
Okay,
and then when you started describing it, then I was like, oh yeah, that's my uncle. I know that guy.
I remember him.
Yeah, I'm a direct descendant.
Yeah. So he's from the early 1900s. Well, actually more like the mid-1900s. He was born in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
But he was known as the Butcher of Plainfield. He's from Wisconsin. And he was born in 1905. Okay? He had an alcoholic father, and
he probably would have loved this podcast.
I know, he really would have. And his mother was crazy religious. She's part of the Lutheran Church, which is a branch of Christianity.
Yeah,
she was crazy. She told him
that's why she was crazy, just because she was religious.
Yeah, she was crazy religious. Anyways, that's the whole thing. Are you scared?
Yeah.
No, she taught him that women and sex were evil and crazy things, and he started to idolize her mother.
Women and sex are both evil.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, she totally just took the Bible and made it even crazier.
Yeah, if you could do that. But yeah, continue.
Okay.
So he becomes obsessed with his mom?
Yeah, literally. Like, even his brother kind of thought it was weird. He just believed everything his mom said growing up. He never left the house. He never dated women. He never had any friends. He would go to school and he would come home.
Sounds like a good kid.
Yeah, but he was weirdly obsessed with his mom.
Yeah,
even his brother thought so. Probably.
Yeah,
later down the road.
Yeah.
So his brother, there was a bushfire, and his brother's name's Henry. So they went out to put out the fire. Allegedly, they did.
Yeah.
But his brother was found there dead after, and they claim that he died in the fire. But the police report says that there's no evidence of him being burnt. And it looks like he died due to blunt force trauma to the head. Yeah. And then they were
he got
no charges pressed.
Yeah.
It's an accident.
Yeah, he got punched by the fire.
Yeah, the fire punched him.
Yeah.
And Ed led them straight to his brother's body. He was like, he got burnt here. He was 40 years old.
So he was kind of old.
Yeah, he's a grown man.
Yeah, and he's still living at home with his mom.
Yeah, him and his brother. And then he's like...
Wait, was his brother older or younger?
I think his brother was younger.
Okay, because I was going to say he's a loser.
But, like, they were basically the same age. Maybe it was more common back then if you're not, like... They had a huge farm. They lived on this huge farm.
Yeah.
They were crazy religious, very controlling. You know, he's 40 at the time. He brings the police straight to his brother's dead body.
Yeah.
And is like, he burned in the fire. And they were like, okay, it's an accident.
And there were no burn marks.
So I saw multiple different resources about this. Some said that there were, but some said there wasn't enough to kill him.
Okay.
You know, like,
So
it didn't look like he died from the burn.
He probably died from corona.
Maybe it was the corona, yeah. The Mexican sunrise.
Yeah. No, I just meant the virus. Topical.
I know it.
Okay.
I know what you meant.
Tropical.
Topical. Love it. Yeah, so that happened, and then a year later, his mom died.
Oh, no.
Due to cancer. Yeah.
Was it really cancer?
I guess we don't know, right?
Yeah.
But this is what's crazy is he idolized his mom so much that this is what caused his, like, psychotic spiral.
Yeah.
He was decently normal besides the fact that he had a weird obsession with his mom.
And he was 40 and he's living with his mom and he also killed his brother.
Right.
But you know what we need to figure out first off?
Oh, and his dad died, like, before this too because he was an alcoholic. So his dad's out of the picture.
Do we know that?
I don't think we know anything at this point.
I think we're going to just start blaming every single death.
What were you going to say?
Fault. The one question that we need, because we got to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Is his mom hot?
I think to him, yes.
But maybe to everyone else. If I woke up one day and my mom was Rihanna, I'd be obsessed with her too.
Oh my God.
And I would live with her.
If anyone woke up and their mom was all of a sudden Rihanna.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe his mom was Rihanna. So of course he'd be obsessed. He'd live with her till he's 40.
So moving on.
He's probably jealous of his brother.
So when his brother and his mom died.
Yeah, his hot mom.
Yeah, he was alone, right, on this huge farm.
Yeah.
And he went absolutely crazy. He started closing off parts of the house that his mom frequently went into, like upstairs, all the downstairs living room, her room, and he made like all these shrines for her. Ooh. He wouldn't like step like foot in them. Yeah. He was like basically worshiping his mom. And then he started digging up recent corpses of middle-aged women, skinning them and making things out of like parts of their body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Too bad he wasn't around when Etsy was around.
Yeah, right. He could have stole that stuff.
Yeah, he could have sold it. I would have bought a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. So he started doing that to like people that resembled his mom. He would watch the news for it. And then when a middle-aged woman died, he'd go to the graveyard, dig them up.
Skin them.
And
then make crafts.
Yeah.
That's
you make crafts. Do you want to know what he's made? This is so gross.
Yeah, I want to know what he's made.
Should I list them for you?
Yeah, list some of them.
So he's made a belt made of nipples, a vest of women's breasts. Oh, kind of rhymed.
Yeah.
The tops of the human skulls he would use as bowls.
Like for cereal?
Why are these all rhyming? Now I feel like it's a sketch. He made a suit made out of human skin, like to wear. And then he also would just cover all of his furniture with skin. Like he made like lampshades out of skin. The corner of his couch, he would just put human skin on it. Like that's so creepy. Apparently people say that he wanted to be a woman in a way. So that's why he was wearing it. And it like sexually aroused him. But he never had intercourse with any of the corpses or anything. But he was weirdly into that kind of thing too.
Yeah,
which is weird.
I got a quote from him on this subject. He said that they asked him if he ever had sex with the bodies.
Okay.
And he said, I would never have sex with them because they smelled bad. Now,
that's messed up.
I like to think how funny it is that he didn't want to have sex with them because of the smell, but he covered his house in it and lived in it.
Ugh, I'm getting nauseous. I don't know why that just hit me, but that's so gross.
Right? Like, how do you have those standards? Like, you're like, no, it smells too bad to have sex with, but it smells
I want
good enough to
sit on the skin. I want to wear it, actually, your nipples.
Like, also think about this. Lampshades covered in skin, doesn't that burn a little bit?
Oh, yeah. From the heat. And it's not like they had good lamps back then. It was probably like the little No, I don't actually know. No electricity.
Well, he had good lampshades.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's really gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, he was getting super into that. And then he started to get into killing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't really,
Natural
obviously,
progression.
yeah, you know,
go-
decided to kill his own people. So he only admitted, so they found like parts of bodies and skulls and stuff like all around his farm and place that he had, but he only admitted to killing 2 people, Bernice Warden and Mary Hogan.
Oh, yeah. She was a bitch.
She was just a store clerk. You're
Yeah,
so mean.
but when you went in, she was like, "Hi, welcome to Walgreens." You were like, "Oh, ruined my day."
No, be nice.
Yeah. I don't have to.
She's dead.
I know.
So mean.
How does that mean?
That's so mean.
If she was a jerk,
You
I'm
know,
just saying not everyone needs to be defended
why
just
are
because
you
of serial.
defending Ed?
I'm not defending what he did. I'm just saying that also she wasn't a great person as well.
Okay.
Possibly. I don't actually know.
He knows nothing. So the police, this happened in 1957, and they ended up finding the body. It was headless and it was all gutted out.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is bad. And he admitted
But he was
to
using
killing
it. He was using it as a koozie for his beer.
Oh gosh.
No, that's not true.
But yeah, he admitted to killing them, and they all said that they resembled his mother a lot.
Yeah.
Like the people around were like, yeah, that lady looked like his mom,
So they were all hot.
which is crazy. Yeah, they were all Rihanna.
Yeah. Except for that one girl that you said. What was her name?
Bernice.
Yeah, Bernice. Bernice was ugly.
You're mean.
I
Because of
can
her
ha-
name, this is in 1950.
What?
You're just saying that because of her name.
No.
Really? You
Bernice
didn't say
was
it about Mary.
Yeah, I know, because Marys are hot. Name one hot Bernice.
Exactly. It's in the 1950s.
Yeah, exactly.
That Bernice now would be, if she was born in 1950, she'd at least be 72.
Uh-huh. So what? Betty White is hot. She's like 90.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying Bernice is not hot.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she was sometimes a jerk.
You're so terrible.
She like
You're literally so terrible.
no, you think I'm terrible. You should have met Bernice. Dude, people stop naming their kids Bernice because of Bernice. What's funny is Bernice has nice in it, but she pronounced it Bernice because she was like, "There's nothing nice about me." Swallow. Susie's choking right now.
Okay, I was literally gonna spit out my drink. Randall, you can't do that to me when I take a sip.
I can do whatever I want. It's a free country.
Swallow.
Yeah, swallow.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
So eventually he was caught, and
How did he get caught? Do we know?
I think just the police, it was mostly when Bernice went missing.
Was it Bernice though? People were like,
Yeah.
"Why am I so happy all the time? Bernice is not around." And then they
They're like, we
noticed-
need to find her. And yeah, people probably, figured he was a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He was just a
Yeah.
handyman who couldn't really keep a job. He was getting like federal money from the state because of his land. They had so much land, like acres
Yeah.
and acres.
Whoa.
So I don't know.
Did you know what he used to say all the time? Like his famous quote.
Oh no, what is it?
He used to tell people, he'd say, "She isn't missing. She's at the farm right now."
I think that was in Bates Motel.
Yeah. That's a direct quote from him.
Oh, that's crazy. So basically what happened was he admitted to when all of this happened, he would go into a daze-like state, and he would say the details were very vague, so he doesn't really remember his acts of what he was doing.
Do you
He
think
would
he was-
kind of like black out a little bit.
Yeah, just like people
like-
who listen to this podcast and take a few too many
Too many
Mexican
drinks.
sunrises, and then they
Us tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah,
If people start going missing, you'll know it was
You'll know.
Susie because I'm drinking water.
It was me and my Mexican sunrises.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was diagnosed with being schizophrenic and a sexual psychopath.
No way.
I know, believe it or not.
What?
Right? Yeah, it's crazy. And they think this stemmed from his love-hate relationships towards women, and it turned him into a full-on psychosis, which is just crazy. So, like, and then he ended up dying. So he pled not guilty by reason of insanity. So he
Yeah.
basically just said he was like
He's
insane.
pretty much textbook insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so this whole story is crazy. He ended up dying in a state facility in Wisconsin in 1984 from cancer. But his story...
Cancer.
From cancer.
Cancer's the real murderer.
It really is.
Yeah.
But a lot of people and writers get inspiration from him. So, like I said, there's Bates Motel, which is a more modern... This was recently done, and I love that show. But then there's also Norman Bates in the novel Psycho, which
Right.
you knew, by
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw,
Massacre.
Massacre.
Yeah. All those, because they all...
Silence of the Lambs.
He likes to cut people up and then wear them.
Yeah, which is just like insane to me that this person was real.
Yeah, but also so artsy and crafty, you know?
He's just like a little craftsman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little craftsman.
Support your local artists.
I wonder what he turned Bernice into.
Oh my gosh.
Probably a toilet cover. Yeah, he probably used her as a toilet cover.
You are so terrible, Randall.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
in
I know.
Bates, I don't really... In Bates Motel, it was crazy too. So that's like about a kid who was also obsessed with his mom. Ended
Yeah.
up killing her.
Was she hot?
But he thought she was like still alive. And it was just like creepy. That's a good show. You guys, this is sponsored by
By Bates Motel.
Bates Motel. Just kidding. But
Yeah.
yeah, that I really liked that show. And reading more about him made more sense with the show too.
Yeah. That made more sense. You're like, oh, the guy was insane. I get it now.
I get it now.
I thought that this was going to be a musical. I think this is one of my favorite quotes, and it's actually from another movie, American Psycho with Christian
I've
Bale.
seen. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's quoting Ed. In the movie, he quotes Ed.
Okay.
And this is what he says. I'm going to say it in my best.
Oh gosh.
What's his name? Is it Bateman?
Norman,
Bateman.
isn't it Norman Bates?
Yeah, no, it's something Bateman.
Oh.
Like the character in
character.
American Psycho.
Yeah.
In American Psycho.
Right, not Psycho.
Yeah. He says, when I see a pretty girl walking down the street, I think two things. One, part wants me to be real nice and sweet, and the other part wonders what her head would look like on a stick.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this was funny when I was reading this, Randall. Don't get offended by this.
Yeah.
So if you guys listen to past podcasts, you will understand what I'm talking about. Randall brings up his mom in every podcast episode.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So what?
Also, when we did our personality test, I don't remember which episode that was, it said like you at your worst is like schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And all of these things. So I was just thinking of Randall literally at his worst with his obsession with his mom. I don't know. I'm getting Ed Gein vibes. That's all I'm saying. And you hate the name
Bernice.
Bernice.
I don't hate the name. I hate Bernice.
Exactly,
I
Randall.
freaking hate that girl.
I'm just saying. Coincidence? Be careful, babe.
I don't think I would be like, I don't think if I was a serial killer, I would be like this. I don't think I'd be grotesque or anything like that.
He was relatively normal until the whole psychotic
Yeah, until his 40s. Just you wait. And what
yeah,
I
and he
always
had his
say,
whole psychotic break.
I always say that when I'm in my 40s. if
Oh
I'm
my
not
gosh,
paying-
you do. You literally
Dude,
like
what
by
if
40.
I'm him reincarnated?
Ew, Randall, you're scaring me. I'm literally gonna
No.
end this episode.
No. See, that's what's weird. Is this is what scares you, is me joking. But you just read all these things and you're like, and he had titty vests and he had nipple.
Randall did this to me the other
Yeah.
day. He was like pitching his whole serial killer thing to me, and I was like, "You're literally scaring me. You need to leave."
The people need a better classic criminal. I'm gonna give it to him. That's from my favorite movie, The Dark Knight. But I hear these stories of people that are like, I was in, Kansas when this serial killer was on the loose, and I was in Milwaukee when
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer was going around, and I was like, oh, what a time to be alive. To go to sleep wondering if you were gonna wake up in your same house.
That's terrifying.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to bring that feeling back. But in my 40s, when I have a mental breakdown.
Right. When your mom dies and you go into a
Yeah,
psychotic.
and here's what I'm saying. Anyone who's listening to the podcast right now, Susie, the people closest to me are safe. Ted Bundy had a wife,
Yeah.
He had a wife. Jeffrey Dahmer, I don't know about him.
Did
But,
it- Kepner just like
this guy had his
killed
mom,
his
had his
mom.
freaking hot mom, and I'm sorry, but it was probably Bernice who made him snap.
We are moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's move on.
You hate Bernice way too much.
You also don't know what he stopped because he killed Bernice.
Oh my god.
You know, like the scenario people go, if I go back in time and I kill Hitler, you know, that whole scenario.
Right.
Well, guess what? Whoever killed Hitler, like that guy would be in trouble. You'd be in jail for killing a random dude.
Right.
Maybe that's what Bernice was. I'm not saying that she was Hitler. I'm saying she could have been worse.
Oh my god.
And Ed could have saved lives.
What if I'm like Bernice reincarnated?
Yeah.
And you're Ed reincarnated. I'm here, like, sitting here trying to convince you not to do it. I'm like, I know what your future is. Don't do it.
Oh, because you want your destiny?
Because I'm Bernice, yeah.
And you're going to go kill a lot more people.
No.
So that's what you're saying.
Because you're going to kill me. No.
Cool.
Nope.
No,
okay.
I'm not going to kill you because you don't piss me off enough.
Enough. We're moving on. So, which one, what was the book that you read?
Oh, I before I lived in Chicago when I was moving there, I read the book The Devil in the White City, which is all about pretty much the first serial killer.
Oh, H.H. Holmes?
H.H. Holmes, yeah, and it was in Chicago, and I thought before I moved to Chicago, I'm just going to read a book about serial killers in Chicago.
Oh my gosh, and then you're sitting here making fun of us.
Yeah, but I was also...
For doing that, you're like, why would anyone want to do that? And then you literally did the same thing.
Yeah.
But you read a book, even worse.
Yeah, I did read a book. But I didn't read it because I was interested in what he did. I was more trying to get ideas. No. Yeah, H.H. Holmes. You know what's crazy? I just thought about this. This is actually going to creep you out more.
Oh, gosh.
Going to creep out everyone that's listening. So I went to a bar in Chicago called the L&L Tavern. It's his favorite.
I think I've heard about that.
Famous one, yeah.
Yeah.
Where John Wayne Gacy, the famous clown, people say killer, but I like to call him the famous clown molester.
Oh gosh.
Because he also molested people. Let's not forget that.
Okay.
And also at one point, I think it was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Were they all just pals or something?
No, they weren't pals. No, I don't think they were pals.
Okay.
I don't think they knew each other.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Like, there's a whole serial killer.
But no, this will creep you out.
Okay.
So at this tavern, John Wayne Gacy used to famously go there all the time. He'd sit in this one seat and he would watch people from the bar.
Ugh.
Like in this window seat.
Yeah.
And then they said that when Jeffrey Dahmer came, he also sat in the same seat. And so they say if you sit in that seat, like you could like...
Become a serial killer?
Yeah. And so
you sat there, didn't you?
Of course I sat there.
Oh my gosh.
Of course I tested fate.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
And no wonder you're having these weird thoughts lately.
But this was back in...
I am kidding. But that's crazy. That's actually really terrifying.
And it's not lately. I've always had weird thoughts. Let's not dilute my weirdness.
Yeah. Okay. It's been there since birth.
Dude, all these
Noted.
people who are listening to this podcast are very concerned for you right now.
I know. They're like, Susie, get
out of the room. Get out of the room.
Leave. They're like, don't you know? It's like those when you watch horror films and you watch the main character and you're like, you idiot.
Yeah.
Just turn around.
Yeah,
That's everyone listening right now is like, Susie,
you're
drop your mic and leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so anyways, next story.
Yeah, exactly. I got her. Yeah, this is really scary for everyone. Because, like, if you went missing...
You will be the first suspect.
But when would they file the report? Like, it would be a couple days.
Yeah, because I'm an adult, so I think it has to be at least... No, I think 24 hours. Maybe 48.
Yeah, but when your family probably wouldn't even notice till...
Until like at least a week.
Yeah. So then... Well, it'd be a couple days.
TikTok would notice like sooner. They'd be like, you haven't posted in 12 hours. Are you okay?
That's true. That is true, actually. I just feel like by the time that the police report came out that you were missing, it would be Wednesday and this podcast would be coming out. Like, so the people would know that you're gone and then they'd be listening to the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so then it'd be really scary.
That's actually
they'd be
really
like,
creepy.
Susan, get out of there. But it's too late, guys.
It's too late.
It's too late.
I'm so sorry.
She's... Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny, too, because, I mean... You know, people are getting to know us, and I think with every podcast episode, they get to know us more. Mm-hmm. But I think that majority of the listeners know me more if they're from my TikTok.
Yeah.
So, like, listening to you, I know you really well, and I know sometimes you
I'm
joke
just a
around.
male voice. Yeah.
But sometimes they're like, who is this Randall kid? He's about to kill Susie.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to kill her. She's just going to go visit my farm.
So, H.H. Holmes was recommended to us by Seth Tucker 03.
Yeah.
And I told Randall about this, and he's like, oh, I know a lot about H.H. Holmes. I can talk about it.
Yeah,
because as he said, he read the book.
They're making a TV series about it later on with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Like a new one?
Yeah. No, an old one. It's coming out next.
They filmed this in 1990.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's supposed to come out. I think it's going to be on Hulu. And yeah, he's going to play H.H. Holmes.
Leonardo is?
Yeah.
That's going to be good. I love him.
Yeah, I love him too because he's so hot. But you know what? That's also what H.H. Holmes was.
He was hot?
He was supposedly very attractive. Everyone always talked about his bright blue eyes.
Oh. I just got chills.
Yeah.
I literally did not like that.
If you guys don't know, I've got beautiful baby blues.
He has blue eyes.
And I gave her the gaze.
He gave me this like really we just made this really weird eye contact, and I actually just got intense goosebumps all up my body. I did not like that.
Yeah, don't worry, she's fine. So yeah, he was this doctor who went to the World's Fair in Chicago, and at this time everybody in Chicago was just dying left and right. It's still like that today, but back then people would go missing and it was just like oh well.
Okay.
And he was a smart doctor who built pretty much a hotel away from where he lived and stuff, and would lure women in to work at his hotel and then would murder them there. Like, it was never really open.
What? And no one ever questioned this?
Nobody ever questioned it because he built the hotel himself.
Oh.
He used like 3 different contractors, so like they wouldn't know about the secret rooms. So he would like fire them and then hire new ones.
Oh.
And he had all these secret rooms, and then he would murder them by like filling the rooms with gas or.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then he'd take their remains and he'd donate them to schools because he was a respected doctor.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, that's kind of genius.
Yeah, very genius. And he had multiple businesses. And anyways, he got caught because of tax fraud eventually.
Wow.
And they were like, where are all your money going? And then they found the hotel, and then they found all these people who were missing, and they were like, wait a second.
Wow.
He would also marry women too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he would like marry women and then kill them for their life insurance.
Oh, was that not suspicious either?
Nope, because it was like the 1800s, and nobody cared about women back then.
Wait, was this actually like the 1800s?
Yeah, it was the 1800s.
Oh, okay. So that's like so long ago.
Yeah,
like,
you should read it because it's interesting too. Because they talk Devil in the White City. They talk about the World's Fair too, which is going on, and each chapter is going back and forth between H.H. Holmes and then the guy who's running the World Fair, which are 2 different things.
Oh, interesting.
Now, here's my thing about H.H. Holmes, and I also think the Craigslist Killer is another guy who more recently.
I don't think I know him.
He was a med student who was very attractive that would talk to women over Craigslist and then go meet them and then murder them. Only got two. Only caught 2.
Okay.
Because it was 2009, I think.
Okay.
But they made a movie about him too. And what I find interesting is these doctors who murder people.
Yeah.
And I've told you this before. You're a nurse.
You have told me that.
There's something wrong with people who can watch people bleed and be okay with it.
You have told me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all psychos.
Not we. Doctors and surgeons are.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it.
Surgeons, like, specifically.
Yeah, they cut people up.
Yeah.
And they're fine.
Yeah. They just go to bed.
Like some of them
peacefully.
like listen to music while they're cutting people.
It's like classical music, and they're just
no, it's probably like Kanye, and they're just like, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Music, you know?
Yeah.
Good morning. Do, 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 do. They're just like, they're listening to Michael Bublé. It's just like, it's a beautiful day, and I can't stop myself from smiling. Slice, and they just like helped save a life.
And I've seen some surgeries like online too.
Creepy.
And
cool. You just look up surgery?
Just casually, in class and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are pretty neat looking, and then there's other ones where it's just nasty.
Hold on. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. You're worried about me. You just said people getting cut up is neat looking. Now, I would never say that.
I meant, like, it's not a lot of blood. It's a small incision.
Right.
Don't give me that freaking look.
Right.
It's like robotic. Things like that. I've also seen other surgeries where it's like they're cut open. They're like flinging their, like, you know, blood's getting everywhere. Their hands are like so deep into the person where I'm just like, what is freaking happening?
And you keep watching?
Don't put this on me.
I'm putting it on you because that's what you want to be, is one of those people who helps.
No. I don't want to be a surgeon though. But my point is like some surgeries are low key. Other ones are like disgusting where I'm like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, and some murders are low key and some are disgusting. I'm just saying if there's a scale of like serial killer and then normal person.
Yeah.
On the very end are surgeons, then doctors, and then nurses. Because there's a complex. I think that the same pleasure that serial killers get are the same ones that surgeons get. You
think?
Like they're playing God. Like they get this like, I control you and I'm inside of you and I'm kinda, and they totally do. They're like most. I've heard that most surgeons have like a God complex or like are narcissistic.
Probably. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what is keeping them from switching? And obviously, like, H.H. Holmes and...
Yeah. There was another...
Craigslist.
I don't think he was from the U.S., but he would purposefully mess up his surgeries and kill people.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah, I think we did.
I thought it was with you. Yeah.
Who was that?
Was he a heart surgeon?
Yeah, something weird like that.
Yeah.
People do that. And
he literally did it on purpose to kill him, and he got away with it for a long time.
Oopsies, messed
that up. It's like... How do you not realize after he's killed the whatever many patients that he's not a reliable
I don't care.
surgeon?
Anyone who works, like God bless you, like, thank you for putting yourself on the line and then helping out all these people, but also a little bit creepy, and that's okay, but that's who you are, and you have to know that it's not normal to watch someone bleed out and then go home and crack open a beer and watch the game like nothing happened. Just be like, yeah, it's just my job. No, it's not. It's not just your job. It's a little bit creepy.
It's a little creepy.
It's a little creepy. Yeah. And just like you said, it's kind of neat. Like, that's how it starts. You know that's how it starts for those guys. I'm just curious about the human body. And the next thing you know, you're making a dress out of your mother's face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Well, it happens slowly.
Okay.
First,
hopefully I die at 40.
It starts with weed, and then next thing you know, you're on crack cocaine like me, sipping on bangs all day, waiting for the night to start.
Oh, we need an intervention now at this point.
Yeah. And I'm the one who needs help.
Do you have any quotes from H.H. Holmes?
Yeah, I do.
Let's hear them. I just totally interrupted you.
No, it's okay, because here's my thing about all these serial killers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Okay.
And this is where I don't know if I agree or I disagree with them. Here's H.H. Holmes, okay? I was born with the... What if he sounded like that?
You do it.
I was born with the devil in me.
No, is this a baby psychopath?
No, this is H.H. Holmes. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer. No more than the poet can help the inspiration to sing. I was born with the evil one standing as my sponsor beside the bed where I was ushered into the world, and he has been with me since. Now, imagine I didn't say it like that, but also, Ed, good old Eddie, he said, just plain and simply, I had a compulsion to do it.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy said, I don't feel guilty for anything. I feel sorry for people who feel guilt.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, here's what all of them are pretty much saying. You gotta know who you are, and you gotta own it. All of them are saying, it was inside of me.
You are not tying own it back to this.
Yeah, they're going, it's inside of me. That's who I am. I gotta be who I am. And then they go and do it. Now, I disagree with that.
Right.
Because I don't want people to get killed in the name of know who you are. But also...
Seriously, someone's going to end up killing someone and be like, know who you are. Or however the frick you said it.
Yeah, you'd be happy because on your drive home from the hospital with blood on your hands, you'd be listening to true crime and you'd be like, know who you are. And, I was there when we said that.
Hashtag own it before the Hangover told me.
Guess what, Randall? Yeah. So, all these guys just felt the need to do it, and so they did it. And I don't like it when people use my own words against me. So, what I'm trying to say... don't kill anyone unless it's someone as annoying as Bernice.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
we're not going back to Bernice.
Yes, we can always go back to...
We're moving on.
Yeah.
Did you have another one?
Yeah, I've got several more quotes. I just looked up quotes of heroes. I mean, evil people.
Oh my gosh.
This is Ian Brady, who was a part of the Moors murders. Who's someone?
Oh yeah, J.M. Gibbs.
Yeah, he wanted us to look that up, and we kind of just skimmed through it. But I found this quote by Ian Brady, who was the murderer, and he said, "We do whatever we enjoy doing. Whether it happens to be judged good or evil is a matter for others to decide." Pretty much, know who you are and own it.
Oh, I hate that you're like tight. Did you look up these specific quotes just to say this?
This has been my life's project, and I'm so happy that it's coming out now.
If you go into Randall's room, he has like all these quotes up on his wall, all these connections of ties.
Yeah, I also have dead cats hanging in my closet.
Dead cats and dead birds.
No, they're not dead. They're just sleeping.
Sleeping.
Ted Bundy said this as well, which I find interesting. He said, "Murder is not about lust, and it's not about violence. It's about possession. When you feel the last breath of life coming out of the woman, you look into her eyes, and at that point, it's being God."
Dude, how like... Actually, I'm being serious. How can people think like this? Like, that shocks me. And I also hate that they can say it so confidently. Also, I wonder if any other people have tried it or anything like that because of them.
Maybe.
Like, that quote's kind of inspirational in a really weird way.
A lot of the times, their first kill is, like, in the moment. Like, they don't plan it at all. They don't mean to.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I do not know this, but I've read this, that like sometimes for those people it's like the greatest orgasm of their life. Now, how are you supposed to know that that's what you're into until you do it? And then once you do it, now you're addicted to it. Like,
yeah,
imagine that, like killing someone and being like, oh my god,
I don't think that's what I meant.
Yes,
I don't think it meant a realistic orgasm.
No, I think it's a real intense orgasm.
What?
Yeah, that's what they say.
No, I think it just means like metaphorically.
No, I think it's like they legit
no way.
semen in their pants.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
It happened to me. I mean, it happens to them like a lot of the time. Yeah, and like they don't know until they've done it.
Yeah. But don't you ever hear the things where it's like first they were killing animals or like growing up, you know? I feel like people always know. Please, guys, do not go kill someone to see if you have the best orgasm of your
First
life.
kill small animals, and then if you like it, you gotta start small. And how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time?
We're gonna start a podcast and give good advice.
Yeah. So if you're a serial killer, I would recommend.
This is what you should do.
Yeah, really. First, set out a 10-year plan.
You actually, you actually think they did that?
I think they do, and I don't think you know until you do it. So yeah, imagine doing it and being like, that wasn't satisfying at all.
Great, now I'm guilty and I'm gonna go to jail.
Bummer. Yeah, as if you orgasm, then you wouldn't go to jail. Yes,
I did it.
Yeah, like I that makes sense to me. That actually makes sense. That's why it becomes like an obsession. Like just one more thing.
Yeah. Well, and it's also, I don't know if this is true, I'm making this up, but you know, maybe someone has mentioned how their first kill is like the best. Yeah. Have they said that?
Some.
I could see them like trying to reach that again.
Yeah.
You know, and it becomes a
kind of like your first. No, that's not like your first time having sex.
No, I was gonna say no one has a good. If someone has their best time is the first time, then F you. That's I'm sorry, actually.
I think. I don't know if it's like the best, because some of them talk about like later on, like just these killings being so satisfying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So creepy.
So, yeah, just if you're gonna kill someone, make sure to use protection, wear a condom, and yeah, start small and
no,
get bigger.
No, this
wink,
is not
wink.
how this podcast was supposed to go.
No, here's another quote by Ted Bundy. He said, "We serial killers are your sons. We are your husbands. We are everywhere. And there will be more of your children dead tomorrow."
Oh my gosh.
Now, a couple things. First off,
that is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2021. Like, why didn't he say daughters and wives? So sexist, so inconsiderate.
So
Definitely
rude.
a big glad he's dead. Now, he also said, like, there will be more of your children dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
Guess what? Serial killers have definitely gone down.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially during the corona. Actually, I don't know.
During the corona?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe there's been more and we can't find them.
Oh my gosh.
And we're all marking him dead as corona deaths.
Maybe.
Sorry, I gotta grab my charger.
I was
I'm gonna die.
so confused. Is it almost dead?
Yeah, almost killed my computer. It almost died.
We're back though.
And I almost orgasmed. I was so close.
Stupid.
I'm sorry. I am who I am. You just gotta know who you are.
No,
Yeah,
are.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite thing. When did you say that? Was that last
No.
episode?
Yeah. Are. Yeah. Yeah.
I
We
died.
gotta make t-shirts.
No, like
Put
spelled
on a
like
t-shirt.
That.
Yeah. Put on a bloody t-shirt.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think about all this?
I think the world is messed up, and I think that so many. I also wonder, just from a mental health standpoint, obviously these people have mental illnesses. I wonder how many people have been stopped now with getting the help they need, like early on, as in like kids. I wonder if that's changed also. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember Ted Bundy blamed his addiction to killing people on his addiction to porn. I remember my mom showed me a video of him very young. And she was like, "This is your future." No, she was like,
she's like,
"There's this famous tape," and most Christian families know of it, I think, of him the day before he's going on the electric chair. And they asked him why he did it, and he blamed pornography and said, like, if you watch porn, like, this is the path that it'll lead to. And he said, like, every single killer in the prison that he was in, all were addicted to porn. So my mom was like, so porn's bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then she told me porn was bad. Women are evil. Sex is evil. And then she would lock me in the attic.
And Randall I'm the first person he's seen in 20 years.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, my mom's hot. And, so I remember that.
That's
so
crazy.
I wonder if anyone's ever really looked into that. Does porn really?
I think I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on like how deep you get into it, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. It was the 1970s.
Yeah, that too.
So it wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that exciting.
Was it watching a magazine?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
How did you feel about this episode? I loved it. I love talking about true crime. So this was so fun for me.
And that's weird.
Is it?
It's fascinating because you got so scared there. Like, Susie was legit scared when I looked at her.
I was.
With my beautiful blue.
Could you tell how scared I was?
Yeah, I could tell. Because then I felt like, oh no, it's coming out. Like, based off of her reaction.
Oh God.
And then you're like, yeah, I enjoyed this.
Yeah. So did you like it?
I liked it. I think I learned a lot about me. I think I learned a lot about Ed and, how he saved the world from the tragedy that could have been Bernice.
Oh my God.
Dude, what? No, that wouldn't happen.
What?
Like, Bernice's family, like, listens to this. There's
No.
no way.
There's
No
no
way
way.
she had a family. They probably abandoned her long
Oh
ago.
my gosh, that's even worse. I was just going to say that's a long time ago.
That's what you get, Bernice. That's what you get, Bernice.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that this was interesting. It was interesting, but also
10 out of 10 would do again.
no, not 10 out of 10. I don't want to sound too eager because then
I'm
going to sound suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, if Susie goes missing, let's make it fun
random.
a little bit. Like, let's not all look at me right away, but
Yeah, give it some time.
yeah.
Watch someone like have been expecting or they've been planning to get me. And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
now-
their perfect
Oh,
time.
now they're gonna
Dude,
frame
yeah,
me.
if someone were to kill me or like a stalker or something, now is the time to get me, just so you know. Well, actually, no, by the time this comes out, I'd already...
Why are you saying this? Why are you saying any of this? Why are you saying
Sorry.
any of this?
Sorry.
But the other thing, too, is if you go after Susie, then now I have a reason to kill.
Oh.
So,
Aw,
yeah.
that was nice.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I guess I would murder someone brutally and wear them for you.
I appreciate that. All right, guys.
Damn good too.
Would you?
Yeah.
In my murder's
I just want
outfit?
you.
I mean,
whoever the stalker
body?
is out there, if you are out there, I'm gonna turn you into a turtleneck.
Honestly, guys,
fancy.
Don't test Randall.
Yeah.
I really do think that.
Yeah, I'd turn him into a turtleneck and a jockstrap, and I'd wear and I'd wear them both.
Yeah, so don't mess with Randall.
Yeah,
don't try and kill me.
Don't mess with me unless you're into it and you want me. Because you know what? You are who you are. You can't stop that.
You are who you
Yeah, you are who you are. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. If you made it this far, thank you so much.
You are not mocking me.
I'm not.
He
You're right.
is.
I'm being, say your thing.
No, that was good. I liked it. If we didn't scare you, thank you. Love you.
Yeah, make sure that you guys chug those Mexican sunrises. Finish them off. Keep
giving us drink suggestions on our Instagram. Give us more future podcast suggestions. If you have any, we love to hear it. Give this podcast a rating. 5 stars.
Or else
Randall will turn you into a turtleneck.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We will see you next week with a brand new episode.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Hopefully I'll be there.
Yeah. Gucci.
Bye-bye.